Okay, welcome back to Jen's Hangout. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Today is, I want to say, part 4. So, 1 is the long 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think this is part 4. So, this is going to be purely powder blushes with a few oopsies from the last video that I forgot to add in. So we're going to cover those oopsies from the last one that I forgot to add in really fast. The reason I forgot to add them in is because they're in my project pan, which is in a completely different spot than where all my regular makeup is. So I have this bronzer. I don't know if I showed you. This is in 05. This is my liquid bronzer. I might have showed you this. This is a really beautiful, cool toned bronzer. I love it. It blends out very nicely. I got it from Temu. I need a brush. It blends out gorgeous on the skin. See, look at that. Stunning. But anyway, and like I said, it's in 05. And I showed you the blush that I use. This is the Roman key. There it is. In 05. And this was like $3, maybe less, $1.50, something like that. And I'm very pleased with it. So but it's in my project pan, so that's why it wasn't in there. So it's staying. And then this is C-Color Cosmetics. Their dupe for C-Color Cosmetics went out of business. But, I say but, because they did a teaser just the other day that they may be coming back. So, which is good because I love their stuff. Now, a dupe is different from a copycat or somebody trying to pawn off the exact same product with the exact same names, everything. I did a whole video on it a couple of years ago. Dupes are, yes, they're copying it, but it's not a formula dupe. It's not a, it's basically, it's a color story dupe. And you can only come up with so many color stories. I love this. And if they don't come out with this again, I will probably splurge and get the Shade and Light from KVD because of these two colors. And I might try and see if I can't get their refillables and just put them in a Z palette, because these are cool toned contour shades, which is what I need because I'm olive skin toned and it is impossible to find the correct shade of contour for me. But this palette works awesome. They also had this in a cream contour and I loved it, but right now this is in my project pan as well and I love it. So, and then now we're gonna move to powder blushes. So I need to add those to my list of keeps. Huh. I need to add those to my list of keeps. Keep. So, that is but that's like a totally different, that's a contour palette, not really, well, I don't know. We'll put it under bronzers and put it at 4 for palettes kept. And then liquid and creams is a 4 as well. Wow, okay. So, now, for blushes, we have several. These two are in my project pan right now. These are 2 from ColourPop. This is a Super Shock Cheek, pearlized in Cheerio, baby. I love their Super Shock formula. It is stunning. Absolutely stunning. So you would have thought that that would have been like, oh my lord, that's just too bright for me. But it really is not. It really is not. It goes on gorgeous. I have another one of their Super Shock. This one is in POV. And, oh, and they're so soft. They're so buttery. I mean, they feel like a cream blush, but they're not. They're just so beautiful. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? So, okay. So this is in my project pan, so it's obviously a keeper. FYI, if you ever have a Super Shock product of any kind, dry up. Duraline by Inglot will bring her back to life. Will save the day. So, but remember, just put it in a small spot, like in the corner, because it can, if you do it in the whole product, it'll ruin the product. This is their Cheeky Blush. Fresh and peachy cheek. This is just a regular blush, their peach blush, and it is such a gorgeous peach blush. It really is. I use this as eyeshadow as well. But it's in my project pan as well. So, now, this is one that I am honestly going to put in my bronzer collection because it is too dark for a blush, but it is considered a blush. This is the Melt Powder Blush Light in Lynx. And if you look at it, it is like the perfect winter bronzer color. It has a slight sheen to it, but it's just a perfect winter bronzer color. Really. So this is going to go into my bronzer collection. So I'm going to add that to the bronzers in my list. In powders, so instead of 6, we are keeping 7. 7. Never be afraid. You know, it's like with brushes, makeup, any of it. Never be afraid to use it for something other than what it is initially intended for. It does not have to be used specifically for that item or for that purpose. Anyway, now I have the 2 Alice in Wonderland blushes. As you guys know, I am a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. Love, love, love it. I was quoting it to my husband yesterday, actually. He was doing something, and I don't remember what it was, but this is the Alice one in Oh Dear. Very beautiful pink color. Love it. And then, of course, the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts. And Silence. Silence! There you go. And, of course, she is a red. And she's so, my hand is so stained. Oh my gosh. It's so stained. So those are obviously staying. Even if I never used them, they're still staying. Because they are Alice in Wonderland. Okay. This is a blush that I got from Temu. Mainly because I fell in absolute love with the design on it. And she's a pain in the tuchus to get open. But like I said, I got it from Temu. It's CDE. And that's what it looks like on the back. But this is what it looks like on the front. And this is what she looks like on the inside. She is stunning. She is a satin shimmer blush. And she's buildable. She is so beautiful. I mean, you don't need a highlight with that one. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But she's pretty. So, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Okay. Let's pull these ones out. This is Half Caked in Bloom. Freshly squeezed. This is a really pretty color as well. Very, very pretty. She's not going anywhere. This is a Shop Miss A blush. I like this blush as well. It's called Looker. It's a really pretty blush. Very, very, very pretty. Gives you that, you know, strawberry cheek. That flush that you want. This is the Benefit California blush. My fingers are red. This is kind of a peach, orange. I don't really know, but it doesn't, I don't know, for some reason it does not like to show up on my skin tone. There we go. There we go. So this is a maybe. Because like I said, it doesn't like to show up on my skin tone. It's a beautiful blush. It just does not like me. For some reason. Which, I mean, I get it. Okay, this is a Delancey blush. Cheek blusher. Just got this, I want to say, in a ice cream beauty bag or something. And it's in 04. And it's very pretty orange coral blush. So, I don't know, because this looks very similar to my Milani flower blush in Coral Cove. I think I like the Coral Cove better, so I'm going to get rid of this one. And I'm going to obviously keep the Coral Cove. Maybe. Is there a pigment left? I've had this one for a minute. I feel like I should be putting foundation on after each one. But maybe if I do it on my underarm. There we go. I mean, blushes don't exactly swatch the best, but she does swatch. So that's hopeful. Okay. And then I swatched this one for you guys already. That's the POV. So that's a no, and this is a maybe. A maybe, baby. This is Milani's famous Illuminoso, and it is gorgeous. This really is a beautiful, beautiful pink, subtle, with a little bit of a sheen. Gives you just that glow that you want. So that one's not going anywhere. This one is from Beauty Creations. She's It. I think I got this from Joe. And I think I'm going to put this in my bronzer as well. Because this is definitely more, yeah, definitely more of a bronzer shade. So, she's going to go in the bronzers. And that means I'm going to add that to the tally for the bronzers. I should be doing hash marks instead of numbers for the powder bronzers, because now they're up to 8. But that's okay. Okay, this is one of my favorite blushes, and I mean, it was $1. No joke. This was $1. This is from Shop Miss A. It is their Lumi blush collection in the shade Rose Dawn. You do not need a highlighter with this. This is just a one and done, baby. One and done. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. I love this blush. So good. And it looks gorgeous on the eyes too. So then I have Hourglass in Diffused Heat. And many of us know what this looks like, and I love it. It's a more subtle, but very buildable, which is what the Hourglass formula is about building and layering. But I love this blush. It's so good. This is the Juvia's Place Serafina. This is another really great orangey blush, and I don't have a lot of orangey blushes, so I really do like. I wish this one, I think I'm going to put this in the no pile. I wish this one would show up on my skin like this one does. This is such a beautiful, beautiful blush. Okay, so, and now we have my KVD Petal Blushes. These are beautiful. These are the Everlasting KVD blushes. This one is Peony. This is just a great, these are so freaking smooth. So smooth. There you go. It's a very subtle pink. This one is Rosebud. It looks purple. It's just like, I mean, they are so silky. It is that cool toned mauve. And then this one is Honeysuckle. And it is beautiful. I use this one as a bronzer as well sometimes. Like, it's my skin tone. Almost. But it has that orange tint to it. So, okie dokie. So one fell on the floor. But that's alright. I can pick it up. I got it. Can I monkey toe it? Almost. Okay, so we're getting rid of 2. The California by Benefit and the Delancey. So we're going to get rid of those. I think I'm going to put both of those on my Macari because this one is, I've only ever swatched it because it just won't work on my skin. Anyway, and then my 3, we're keeping 3 petal blushes. My Serafina, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. I have a problem. Oh my, 16. Yep, I have a problem. Okay, so we are keeping 16, getting rid of 2. Wow, that's not very good. That's not a very good average. But hey, it is what it is. So, okay, the next, I'm not going to do all of my makeup this time. I just wanted to really kind of make some space for some other things that I'm wanting to do. I think my next one is going to be my eyelashes. And then we, actually, I'm not even going to go through my eyelashes. I know what needs to go out of my eyelashes, and it's just a big dump. basically. So we're going to start on my eyeshadow palettes next, because I've already done my lippies this year. So next will be my eyeshadow palette. So stay tuned for that in part 5. Oh, I'm so excited. So blessings to you all. I love you so much. And I will see you guys later. Bye.